redo, and erase. Let's see the undo command. Undo. Definition. You can backtrack your recent actions using the undo command. The shortcut key used to type the command is U. Draw a rectangle with dimensions of length as 6 and width as 4 on the drawing area. Now type E on the command line and press Enter. E is the shortcut key for an erase command. Erase is used to remove objects from a drawing. Now select an object to erase and press Enter. Thus the object gets erased. To undo the erasure of an object, go to the Edit menu and select the Undo option. Note, you can use the Ctrl-Z key to undo the process, or you can type U on the command line and press Enter to undo the erasure of an object. Again, the rectangle appears. To reject the process of undo command, we can use the redo command. It reverses the effects of the undo command, but it is applicable only after the use of the undo command. Go to the Edit menu and select the Redo option. Thus the rectangle gets deleted or rejecting the process of the undo command. Zoom. The zoom command lets you increase or decrease the magnification of your drawing objects through a number of options. It also increases or decreases the apparent size of objects in the current viewport. There are nearly 11 sub-options available to zoom an object in the zoom command. The shortcut key used to type on the command line is Z. Let's zoom an object using the Real-Time option. Go to the View menu and select the Real-Time option in Zoom command. The crosshair will change slightly to select an object or entity. Click and drag the mouse upwards to increase magnification. If the mouse is dragged downwards, the magnification is decreased. To exit from the command, press Enter or the Escape key to abort. Let's zoom an object using Previous option. It zooms to display a previous view. You can restore up to 10 previous views. Go to the View menu and select the Previous option in the Zoom command. It allows the drawing to get zoomed to the previous zone. Let's zoom an object using the Window option. Go to the View menu and select the Window option in Zoom command. The command line asks you to specify a first corner. Specify a first corner point on the top left of the object in a drawing area. Now the command line asks you to specify an opposite corner point. Specify an opposite corner point on the bottom right of the object. Thus, the object gets fit into the window. Now let's zoom an object using the Dynamic option. Dynamic. This is the combination of both real-time pan and zoom. It is somewhat difficult to master and probably made obsolete by the real-time options. Go to the View menu and select the Dynamic option in Zoom command. Now the crosshair has changed into a rectangle with an X mark at the center. Specify a point on the drawing area. Now the mouse pointer is changed into this arrow mark. You can increase the size of the rectangle up to which portion needs to magnify the object. Now pick a point and press Enter to magnify it. Let's zoom an object using the Scale option. Scale. Specify zoom factor relative to current display to entire drawing, or to paper space scale, usually 1:1. The scale factor should be positive and non-negative. Go to the View menu and select the Scale option in the Zoom command. Now the command line asks you to specify the scale factor. Specify the value as 2 and press Enter. Now the object gets zoomed according to the scale factor. Let's zoom an object using the Center option. Center. Pick a point or enter coordinates for the center of the view. Then enter a magnification value or height. The smaller value for the height increases the magnification. A larger value decreases the magnification. Go to the View menu and select the Center option in Zoom Command. Now the command line asks you to specify the center point. You can specify a point by picking the point on the drawing area, or type the value as 6,6 and press Enter. Now the command line asks you to specify a magnification height. Specify the height as 6 and press Enter. Now the total height of the drawing area is 6. And now let's zoom an object using the Object option. Object. It zooms to display one or more selected objects as large as possible and in the center of the drawing area. To do this, go to the View menu and in the Zoom command, select the Object option. Now the command line asks you to select an object. Select an object and press Enter. Now the object fills the drawing area. Let's zoom an object using the In option. In. It zooms in closer on drawing by a preset factor. The default is 2 times. Go to the View menu and select the In option in Zoom command. Now the drawing area has got in. It means that the object magnification is increased. Now let's zoom an object using the Out option. Out means zoom farther out of the drawing by a preset factor. Go to the View menu and select the Out option in Zoom command. Now the drawing area has got out. It means the object magnification is decreased. And now let's zoom an object using the All option. All. This option zooms out to predefined drawing limits. If drawing objects fall outside the limits, it zooms to show those objects. It zooms to display the entire drawing in the current viewport. Go to the View menu and select the All option in Zoom command. Now the drawing area is fit into the screen according to drawing limits. And finally, let's zoom an object using the Extents option. Extents. It zooms out to display all drawing objects on non-frozen layers in the current drawing space. There is a slight difference between All and Extent. An Extent option allows all the objects to fit inside the window without any space. To do this, go to the View menu and select the Extent option in the Zoom command. Now the drawing area is fit only with the objects without any space. And with that, our look at the Zoom command is over. Entity Selection Method. Selecting multiple objects. Command line prompts you to select objects. Use one of these techniques to do so. To invoke an automatic window selection box, pick a point above and to the left of the object which you want to select, and then move the crosshairs down and to the right of the object to create a window box around the object, and pick a point. Thus the object is selected. The window selection box allows you to select an object when it is completely inside the selection box. To invoke an automatic crossing selection box, pick a point above and to the right of the objects which you want to select, and then move your crosshairs down and to the left to create a crossing box around the objects, and pick a point. Thus the object gets selected. The crossing selection box allows you to select an object when it is partially or completely inside the selection box. Let's see some more options to select an entity. Go to the Modify menu and select the Move command. Now the command line prompts you to select objects. Now in the command line, type All and press Enter. Thus all the entities or objects in the drawing area get selected. To remove some objects from the selection, type R on the command line and press Enter. Now the command prompts you to remove objects. Select the objects which you want to remove and press Enter. Again, to add a selection of objects, type A on the command line and press Enter. Now the command line prompts you to select objects. Press Escape on the keyboard to come out from the command. Let's see some more options to select an entity. For this, draw a rectangle on the drawing area and go to the Modify menu to select Copy Command. To select the last drawn object, type L on the command line and press Enter. Thus, the last object gets selected. To select preferred objects, type F on the command line and press Enter. F indicates the fence option. Now specify the first point on the drawing area and select the other points and press Enter. And thus, the entities get selected.